All right, so here is 20 reps on the hack squat. This bitch fucking hurts. This was the most painful part of my workout, and I just fucking swallowed my pride and fucking did fucking 2 measly plates on each side. As fucking sad and disappointing and how weak I felt, I fucking did it anyway because when I did 3 plates on each side, I had a sticking point at the bottom, and I didn't want a sticking point. I wanted to be able to smoothly go through all these reps and really just blow through these quads. Essentially, I probably just, instead of necessarily building strength in my quads in the sense of like 1 rep max strength, I need to really focus on the conditioning of them and getting some more work tolerance in them because I definitely don't work them out enough as much as I should or put enough emphasis on them. So this 20 rep shit, some old school bodybuilding style hack squats. They say this shit is bad for your knees. My knees actually felt pretty good, I think. But, I mean, again, to each their own. Okay, here we go. Some drop sets. Fucking second set here. I didn't want to do 3 sets of this. So I just said, you know what? I'm just going to blast through these things. So I put an extra 50 pounds on there, which is based on the angle, cosine, tangent. That's actually only probably 20 pounds of resistance, which is pretty fucking sad. Anyway, so fucking blowing through these quads, just trying to... Fucking, this is cardio. Fuck. Just trying to relive this experience fucking blows. So anyways, I'm just fucking doing as many as I can. I can't remember how many I did. And I just go ahead and hurry up, take this shit off. Here's some speed through with the camera. And I take the weight off and I fucking just keep going. Why? Because I don't want to wait. I just want to get this shit over with. So I just hammer them again, do as many as I can, and get right into them. And they say, you know, the hack squat, I miss this machine. This machine is great. The one thing I like about it versus the leg press is that you start off in hip extension, which means you get more hip involvement. Not a lot, because, you know, because of the position of the hip and angle. So you actually do get more quads. So actually, if you want to really isolate quads on a multi-joint exercise, the leg press is actually a little bit more appropriate because the leg press allows you to, you start in a bent hip position, and because your hips are bent, your hip works, it's flexed the entire time, whereas in this position, oh, there's a belly flash. There's my fattiness trying to fucking burn some of this shit off. Blow through these quads. So your bent hip position on the leg press, whereas on the hack squat, you're actually going to extend. It's a hip extension right there at the top. And what that does is it allows you to evolve a little bit more glutes. I mean, it's not a ton more glutes, but it's definitely more than on the leg press. Or I should say maybe the glute involvement's a little different. Because obviously when there's a lot of weight on there, it's going to involve everything. So here we go. Next, we have some more old school isolation work to finish the job. Working on these hamstrings, the rectus femoris, I want to say. The bicep femoris, not rectus femoris. Bicep femoris, because it doesn't get any isolation work by itself. I do this machine probably once a month. And you can see how I kind of do a bunch of ascending sets. And I do that because I kind of want to warm up. I'll do like a weight, a few reps, a weight, a few reps, a weight, a few reps. Because that way I can kind of get into my working set a little bit faster. And again, however you want to do it, it really doesn't matter. The point is you're just getting work done and you're trying to get some work volume in. So that way you can build the thickness of your hamstrings, or you're just trying to make them stronger, whatever your goal is. In my case, I'm trying to make them stronger. And that was just my one set with the hamstring. This is uncut, so I'm going right to the leg extension here in my gym. And I'm just going to freaking destroy this shit. Now, the leg extension I know is not that best for your knee because it causes a lot of shear in the knee, so it's not really a recommended exercise to do too often because it's just not great on the knee because of the way it works on the angle of the knee. So I try not to do this too much, but it's still a great isolation. If you want some nice quads and you feel like you're lacking some teardrop action in that medialis, this is definitely a great machine to use. But on the other end, it's not the best for health and function. But anyways, I'm blowing through these quads. Right now, can't get a good quality workout because I'm just too fucking tired. But I'm doing the best I can to just kind of do some reps. Again, I do ascending sets to warm up into a working set, and I do this because I'm impatient and I just need to get work done, like I said. So just trying to hammer through these quads, and my seat wasn't properly set. And when I'm fresh, it's definitely a lot different. I can definitely get a lot more pump. But because I think I did take some creatine earlier today, and I haven't taken creatine in a little while, and that's probably why I didn't get as much lactic acid burn. I was kind of surprised. I mean, my quads are fucking tired, but I kind of expected them to burn a lot more painfully because I know that creatine has been known to buffer some lactic acid production. So I do an ascending set to my working set of like maybe 180 or 200 on the leg extension. And then after that, I just fucking drop set, and I just fucking make sure I get as much work done as I can. in the time period that I have, because I'm kind of going over my workout time and working out way more than I should. I should be actually making some phone calls and scheduling some appointments and working. But fucking I love working out. What can I say? And just kill those quads. So I started doing some single leg extensions to make sure the single leg, make sure they're both evenly fatigued. And I've noticed that I'm not sure, I can't remember which one was more fatigued, but I do know that I was fucking exhausted. And later you'll see my eyes fucking swollen because I'm either allergic to creatine or I'm allergic to high reps, one or the other. And yeah, every time I do high rep shit or I do stuff like this kind of a workout, I tend to get anaphylactic, sort of. I get this allergy reaction. So anyways, fucking just try and do this. What a bitch. Just fucking... There you go. And there you go. I'm fucking done. I'm done. Look like I got punched in the face. Anyways, thanks for watching. That was bodybuilding for powerlifters.